All right.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Here we are, episode 1 of Hawk Talk. Just kidding, it's not going to be called that, but that was a fucking common comment down there.
What was it?
Hawk Talk.
Hawk Talk.
I was like, that's pretty clever, but it has nothing to do with bodybuilding.
That's what it's called.
No.
Just troll him until he changes it. That's so
No,
good.
we're too early
Hawk
into this.
Talk.
We're too early into this process to have an actual name for this podcast, but we do want to get episode 1
Got
out there
one
for
now.
you guys. Yeah, we want to get episode 1 out there for you guys, and it was Olympia week this past week, so me and Aaron wanted to share our thoughts on it and everything like that. We have a few segments that we're going to implement into this podcast, and we'll probably either add, take away, and whatever it may be. The podcast will get better as we go. Obviously, I am your host, Jared Feather. This is my co-host, Aaron Burke. We're going to have on guests as well. Joe Sullivan will probably join us for a few, I'm sure. He'll be like a third co-host or second co-host. But these, like I said, these will just keep getting better and better. Right now, we're gonna kind of dive into a few things. First and foremost, a really cool aspect of this podcast is that we're literally filming out of the Mecca. We're filming out of the Mecca for bodybuilding, and that is Las Vegas, Nevada. Me and Aaron trained at every fucking gym here in Las Vegas, and we got to see the madness of the Olympia. And I think that it was it's really special being able to live here and watch the people trickle in and watch the madness of the Olympia unfold, and then get to be in the mix quite a bit as well. Even the behind the scenes mix quite a bit.
Yes, sir.
Quite a good time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
But this is the perfect space for it as well.
It really is,
Because
man.
you know so many people coming through town all the time.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
And
come
they
jump
usually-
in the studio for an hour.
And they usually stay right off the strip. Like we're at the strip barbell. It's equal to like a mile away from the strip on the other side of the highway, the 215 here, or the 10, whatever the highway that is. So it's pretty cool, man. We're going to kind of open each of these podcasts with kind of where me and Aaron are. Maybe share some client highlights and shit like that. Like something you changed this week maybe. And from there, we'll have a pretty big topic, and this week is going to be the Olympia, and then we'll get into a big Q&A section. We had a good comment on my podcast post asking for a big Q&A section, because most podcasts might do a couple at the end, and I actually, now that I think about it, I agree with that, because I watch most of these. You know, we got Barry, and we got, who else is out there? Steve. He'll do a small Q&A segment, but he'll go live sometimes and do Q&A.
Yeah, he'll do
which
his
is
weekly
really cool.
live, which is all
Yeah.
Q&A. But yeah, it's for sure. Like, people got questions, right? So
Yeah.
give them a little time.
Yeah, we want to be able to
Well,
answer.
not a little time, a
yeah.
good chunk of time.
Answer a little of them, and then we're probably going to troll the fuck out of some hater comments at the end there.
I'd be disappointed if there was none.
But yeah, Aaron, where are you at with kind of what you've been doing with your training, your dieting, and how's it going?
Yeah, so I think, like we said a while back on a couple of the previous videos from Jared's channel in the gym, it was really important to really capitalize on that sort of health phase, I think. You know, just really take some time, don't rush back in like, okay, off season, go. Like really get primed for it. And that meant taking a step back, meant picking and choosing the right times to push volume, and just really give my body a chance to be in a really good position to grow. And then obviously I had a few travel obligations and things to do as well, in and out of the country, trying to get back into the country, stuff like that. So some stressful situations where it kind of just didn't put a stop on things. It was just very difficult to get into a groove, because if I'm not really locked in, you know, we all say it, off seasons, treat them like a prep. Be completely dialed in and get the job done. And I think I just needed that time to square away a few things, get a few little trips done, blah, blah, blah. And now that I've got this kind of, I'm really fully recovered now. I've got everything back to normal. Blood work is solid. Serum levels are all great. And I'm in a spot now where I'm barely eating.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm so primed to grow. I'm growing without even trying. Like, just up in the, I mean, do we want to talk about,
I don't mind.
I don't mind. I just basically upped my test from TRT up a bit, and then added in a few extra IUs of growth, and my body was just like, okay, I guess we're growing now. And then at the same time, after, I mean, what's it been since the last show? When was that?
A while ago, man.
Jeez, I can't even remember.
can't either.
May?
Yeah.
June, July? No, sorry, what am I talking about? May? August.
Yeah.
August, right?
Yeah, right.
I think it was August. and that was Nevada State.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks before my show.
Yeah, and then it was a full 6-week health phase, and that health phase was just me. I had to go away, do a bit of traveling, and just didn't touch myself with a single shot for 6 weeks, which completely tanked my levels, and I felt like absolute trash come week 6. But it was just nice to take a break. Bloods all came back good. The recovery from that was good. But anyway, fast forward to now, which is like a good couple of months later, and I'm just my body is just like anytime I just trickle in a little bit of extra food, like a bit of a surplus, a little bit of extra volume, all my numbers are just going up, and I'm walking around at like 275, 280 in I would say pretty decent shape. I could be a bit leaner, but it's all right.
Yes, you're kind of in that first mesocycle post like health phase.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm literally like last week of it this week.
Yeah.
Before my first deload.
Sitting at 280 or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm strong, dude. I did legs today
I
after
was
the
watching
Olympia
you do
week.
the 5 plates per side on there.
Yeah, for like 15, 16 with a couple in the tank.
Fucking hell.
And that's like my last numbers on there was like 370.
I remember because I was giving you shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, throw 450 on there and see what it feels like.
Yeah. I was like,
And
throw
I crushed it. So, taking these times off, I know people talk shit about deloads and stuff all the time, but I never seen them not work so far. So
yeah, I mean, deload. I mean, speaking of which, where I'm at is 4 weeks completely off, and I'm fucking ready to train. I'm gonna blow up after this. I know it. I know it's gonna be crazy, man. So
this guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How many weeks of nothing?
3 weeks. I didn't touch shit.
3 weeks. Barely left the sofa. It's like, do you know what? I'm just going to come in and get a light upper body pump, the doctors and everything, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, take it easy, go light, just be recovered.
Yeah, it was light.
3 weeks off. Oh, yeah. Jared's light. He comes in and just like maxes out all of our weights for reps. And he's like yawning mid-set, just like, yeah, you guys are pussies.
I was in that
fucking guy.
12 to 20 rep range, getting a good pump. Felt nice. Felt good, man.
With my max all-time fucking weights.
But yeah, I'm clear for legs today.
But but that's a good example though, right? Rest.
Yeah.
Proper bit of rest.
Yeah, it's good for you. And then also you just got to make sure you're easing in on that shit too, though. Because like where he's saying like I came in and maxed, not for me.
That's still not his max.
Right. Like if I wanted to, I'd be in the working range of 400 pounds on pressing. You know what I mean? So me doing 300 is like somebody who can press 300 doing fucking 200.
Yeah.
So I eased in. I was up with upper, and now I'm trickling in the lower body probably this week. And I'm ready for some growing. I've been on maintenance, everything, maintenance diet, maintenance pharmacology, and no training whatsoever for the last 3 weeks. Trickled in some upper, then this week 4 here. So fucking ready to go.
It's timed out quite well.
Timed out really
We're
well.
both just about to like
it's gonna be nice.
hit the takeoff button and just really get dialed into a really good long off season.
Yeah, man.
And people keep asking like, how long's your off season going to be? Do you put a time limit on it?
No.
Or do you just like I can say?
I mean, I develop a macro cycle, right?
Yeah.
Annual plan. I'll develop an annual plan, but autoregulation is always the pinnacle of everything we do, including intra-session. Like if I have a day where I'm like fucked, I'm autoregulating down. I'm taking a light session. So my autoregulation for my annual plan usually comes with like, well, I had planned 2 masses. No, I had planned 3 masses, but I got a little fucking fat because I love sushi and I live in Vegas. So now I got to throw a 3-week mini cut in there instead, and then I'll go back to massing. And sometimes the annual plan works out perfectly. Sometimes it doesn't. And for me and Aaron both, I think we're both trying to put on at least 10 pounds of actual muscle tissue this year. So we're probably both taking a good year to year and a half off, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I can grow for, if I'm 6 months down the line and I'm seeing a few little red flags, whether it be insulin resistance or just body fat levels, just hitting walls, needing deloads more often.
I don't know shit about that, but I know that I pre-program a lot of stuff. So I'll pre-program. I would never mass for 6 months straight.
No, I mean 6 months down the line.
Yeah.
Like, no one's massing for 6 months straight without getting ridiculous fat. Well, we know a few people that have done that.
Yeah, we do.
Great Best off season ever, bro.
Oh,
Fattest off season ever.
but
We've all been there. But yeah, realistically,
for sure.
there's going to be many cuts, many diets along the way. And I think having that nice long runway of all this potential progression, to me, it's exciting because I've never had that before. I've had a few months here and there, year after year. I've never had this, like, I have nothing planned, but just get ginormous.
Well, since you started, you kind of just hit the ground with competing, right?
Yeah, dude, I've done like
At least a show a year.
16 shows now or something like that. Multiple
So it was at least a
shows
show a
over-
year for like after the second year of training bodybuilding style.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
least.
done less than 2 shows in a year.
Yeah, and I'm similar, man. I've only taken one really crazy off period as a pro. I think it was 2022, and then compete until 2023. So yeah, man, same thing. But yeah, we're excited as fuck to just kind of grow and get back on stage. Probably for me, 2027. Maybe you late 2026, mid 2026. Who knows?
Yeah, I was kind of getting all hyped up about this week.
Yeah,
It's here in Vegas. I'm like Olympia amateur.
Yeah, for next year.
12 months' time.
That won't be too bad.
You know, maybe a little warm-up show a couple of weeks before.
Yeah, just make sure you say you're from Thailand still. Make sure you say you're from Thailand still. They really like the international competitors. I think I think every pro card went to an international competitor this weekend, which, you know, to the next topic, Olympia. What do we think, man? Placings, or let's just talk general vibe of Vegas around this time. Like, what was your favorite kind of like atmosphere from gym perspective? What was your what are your thoughts on you getting to experience this as somebody who lives in Vegas now? Because I've done this a couple times, you know.
Yeah, it was night and day different experience from last year.
Yeah.
When that was like my first time at any Olympia in Vegas. I'd only done a quick trip to Vegas years before that on like a vacation, nothing to do with bodybuilding. And it was that first time, like fanboy and everything, just on like everything so exciting. It's crazy. You want to be here, you want to be there, you want to be everywhere. Just
for sure.
Getting as many pictures as you can.
All the lines,
hands.
all the fucking handouts, all trying to get all the leftovers, you know?
All of it. I was like, I just want to be amongst all of it. And this year, I was working, dude. I just did not stop.
I mean, we were
did not
hustling, man.
stop.
We hardly fucking saw each other.
Right? How many times did we cross paths? Like it was
Yeah,
three hours of sleep a night.
We saw
1 or 2 meals.
I'll tell
a
you
day.
where me and Aaron probably saw each other the most this weekend was the club.
Fucking nightclub, yeah.
My
Jesus.
first time ever.
Only place we never
First
go.
time ever in a nightclub
that
was this
Jared's.
weekend.
Not only did he dress up,
Yeah,
he
that,
was dancing.
that was
and
awful.
fucking grooving. And
We had some drinks.
It was awesome, but horrible at the same time.
Yeah, but you know, legit, I think because it was 2 nights. What is that? 4 hours apiece, 8 hours. That was the most. That was definitely the most that we saw each other all week.
Oh, for sure.
That's hilarious. No,
Because you were shooting with everyone, Thor, Ian, Lorelai,
Yeah.
whole bunch of different people.
Yeah, speaking of
across
which,
the
we got a
week.
lot of great videos going out on the RP channel, so go check those out as well. Like you said, we have one with Hofthor, Laura Lee, we have Regan, we got to meet up here with like Trent Twins and C-Bum and Sam Solik and all that stuff, shoot the shit. Tons of raw athletes use this strip barbell gym.
It was a good vibe.
It was amazing, man.
I think that was one of the big differences from last year. Last year, it was like 2 gyms. Most of the time, people were bouncing between like
Dragon.
Torture and Dragons
Yep.
for like the big meetups and stuff like that. And then the rest of the time was mostly at the expo and just, you know, dinners with friends and things like that, right? And the actual show itself was epic. And this year, because we have 2 or 3 extra gyms in town, it kind of spread the load. So it wasn't shoulder to shoulder in any one gym, and you had a lot more opportunity to get a bit more FaceTime with a lot of the athletes and people. And I think that's really cool. And everyone had the opportunity to bounce around different places, different gyms, different vibes. And so, yeah, I think having Colt and New Tech in the mix this year, really, it was nice.
fucking strip.
It was all, like the whole, it wasn't just a certain place in, and here, yeah, a strip barbell as well.
Yeah, I mean, like tons of like influencers and shit found out about this, and then it was semi-private, so they all kind of came here. So like Chris trained here every day, all the raw people, tons of like little, I I was talking to tons of chicks in here. I had no freaking idea. I was like, oh shit, 2 million followers. I didn't know who the hell you were. Yeah. I don't follow that shit, man. Honestly, I'm like the worst about it.
No, me too. People
and
like,
all the bodybuilders.
So I'm like,
all the bodybuilders were like at New Tech and Colt, and then you had all these fucking influencers in here.
It was great, man. It was really cool because this time round, as well, like not like an ego thing or anything, but since the last Olympia being here, we've networked quite a bit. And got in amongst some really cool circles of people, and it's been welcomed with open arms to Vegas.
Yeah, not me. I was a shadow the whole time.
And it was just awesome. It was really cool to just kind of be in the mix and invited to certain different things. And yeah, it was an epic week. But God, it took me a couple of days. I'm just about recovered. My voice is probably still
same. My voice ain't this fucking deep.
It was wrecked. Yeah, but the nightclub. 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, was it? 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, I did a. This is a fun story. I did a podcast.
Sat in Taco El Gordo or whatever it's called. 4 o'clock in the morning,
4:30.
looking at each other, going,
4:30.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I did a podcast this weekend with JK News.
Smash drunk.
I was still tipsy when I showed up, man. It was the fucking worst. I was like, I woke up at like from 5. Woke up at 7. Had to be there by 8, and when I woke up at 7, I was like, "Why did I think this is gonna be okay?" I'm walking in my room like, "Oh shit!" And we get there, like midway through, I sobered up, but holy fuck, the start of that shit was rough, man. Yeah, that was crazy. Like I said, I've never fucking done that in my life. Probably won't do it too many more times, but it was an experience.
It's Olympia week, right? And you get invited by
UFC, and then you get
pretty cool people, yeah. And it's like you don't say no. You go, yeah, okay, we're in, and you make the best of it, and you look at it as an opportunity to hang out with some great people you might not get the opportunity to in normal day-to-day life. And where they're like, okay, we've got this VIP booth and stuff like this. And it's like, I've never been in a VIP booth before. Like,
I guess I could do my first time in a club. I guess I did it right.
Yeah, but it's still got fairly. I thought the VIP booth would be like this.
Yeah,
like a little bit chill, like maybe away from the music or something, so you could talk. Nope, no. It's just a little bit of extra privacy in the club, and you're still amongst it. And that bloody. Do we tell him about the UFC sign thing?
Oh, dude, that was funny. God. Yeah, basically UFC. So
it's just like
the owner here of Strip Barbell knows some people pretty well, and the VIP section we got in was kind of more for like the UFC, so the people who run it, and it's just me and Aaron, and then a bunch of kind of more investor and friends and people who don't really train or anything. So they like bring that sign, the little bottle sign,
just say we stuck out,
and it just says "Welcome UFC," and it's like me and Aaron just kind of sitting there like
sparklers coming off of it.
So then people are like looking at us like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And I'm like, I was like, Aaron, we're getting our asses whooped tonight. Like, I'm not fighting anyone. Fuck me. It was crazy. But no, yeah, man. I
was wearing my fighting hat.
Yeah,
I was ready to go.
He had his cowboy hat on his boots.
Dude, I was so happy. Buckle. That was my first chance to wear my boots and my hat.
And your America belt buckle,
my
man.
America belt buckle, yeah. I was living my dream.
Fucking right, brother.
Some fucking little whore stole my hat.
That was great.
But it was a fun night. It was cool. It was good, and it's Vegas, right? So a lot of these different companies and people, they all know each other. They all hang out, and fortunately, Jared knows some pretty fucking cool people, and I just tag along. And it's good. It was a good vibe, but dude, I ain't built for those 5 a.m. nights out, bro. Not twice in a row.
Dude, we got Dr. Mike to come out.
Dr. Mike.
Shout out Dr. Mike.
Dressed up and came out. Even we got Mike in the club.
Yeah.
And I think he was having a damn good time.
Oh, he had a great time, yeah.
Because we had, again, it was like a nice private kind of situation with a lot of the Olympia after party people, and it was good. Everyone's on the same page. It wasn't really like a boozy night. And that was a fun vibe. That was just kind of going from booth to booth.
Yeah.
Saying hi.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Just chilling with everyone and having a good old time, and
telling people I own the club.
Yeah, just Jared just sort of picking up a queue of like bikini chicks just getting in line for him.
No. Nonsense. No, man, for real though. vibe out here in Vegas during Olympia is amazing. Come out and check it out if you ever never have. But let's talk about the juicy shit, man. Results.
I got it all
Timestamped
wrong. Completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like the only person I had in the top 3 was Hadi. All my other calls were completely wrong. I thought Derek was going to... I kind of had Samson slipping. I had Derek slipping. And I had some totally different people moving up. And not the case. Derek, to be fair, he looked pretty... He brought his A game compared to previous couple of shows. And Hadi brought consistent, really good Hadi. I think he was a little bit more improved from the back.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's one hip shift away from beating Derek in that back double. If you noticed, he's glutes in and it creates that gap in the adductors.
Yeah.
The whole time, that's all I was looking at because Derek is like hips neutral and the gap is filled, like Nick hits it.
Yeah.
There's no gap in between the adductors.
Yeah,
There's nothing but hamstrings.
which is weird
just feathering
because
away.
I guess it's the same slip Martin and Nick had, right? Like Martin kind of had it sunk in and Nick didn't.
Yeah.
So, but then they rewarded it with Derek and not with Hadi. So I don't know, it was weird. But again, like you said, Derek came in pretty improved from his Pittsburgh look.
Yeah, I still think it was one from the back. Like I had Hadi beating him in most of those poses.
Oh yeah, Hadi's hard as nails from the front, man.
He's a hard person to beat. Even his side shots, his midsection was so tight. His abs were on. Derek was maybe a little bigger in some of those shots. I think it was just top to bottom. He just filled the gaps very well in that back double bicep. And
I think he earned it, man. I think he
deal.
earned it, definitely. I think
fair play to him.
I think the judging went pretty well this year. I do. I think I don't know how much I agree with Ramon Dino, but I can see it from a judging perspective where when you come off as you did for the Arnold Classic and for the Olympia, and then the judges say, hey, come in like this, and then you do, that's what they want to see. And that's how you get rewarded in this league. So if you come in and you are consistent with your peaking and you kind of always look the same, you actually kind of leave room for people to pass you, because if somebody's really close to you and the judges are like, if you just fix this one thing and you go and you fix it, you're immediately getting rewarded for that.
Yep.
And when Dino and Mike took their shirts off in Dragon Lair, Dino was fucking hard. Like he was hard as nails, leaner from the front by far. I just know with the way Classic shaped out with most shows this year, rewarding that like glute striation, big back look, I thought they would give it to Mike. I really did. But seeing Ramon Dino get it after placing second to Chris a
Glute
couple times.
striations and big back. Josema smashes everything.
No, exactly, yeah.
It's just
Yeah, my client Josema, like just
unbelievable.
the improvements we made, jumping up 2 places. He said, he literally told me in here, he's like, top 5 for me is amazing. If I get 4th, I'm Mr. Olympia. Because he's so
Second
grateful.
Olympia.
He's so grateful just to be up there.
He's 3?
Yeah.
23. It's his second ever Olympia, and he's in the top 4. And he's not like an outsider top 4, like, he had a good year. No, he is on everybody's radar. And to be honest, I think if he got a little bit more of a look in and a couple extra comparisons, I had him higher, personally. I could have maybe a little biased, but I really like his physique. I like that dense, hard, grainy look and the thickness of the back shot there. And
Yeah, you can't give him shit for like the bodybuilding look, because like look at Mike. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna give Josema shit, like what are we doing?
yeah, it's just different shapes. And that's what was good actually about Classic is 4 completely different physiques in the top 4.
Amazing.
Completely different, night and day difference. So it was like, okay, what are they looking for? And I think they kind of just went with what was closest to Chris.
Yeah.
And if you, the taller look
Yeah.
with that kind of condition, I think sort of ticked the boxes that they were looking for. Because do you think it's a case of they have to make a decision on what they expect from Classic champions? Like, this is the look we want. Because you can't keep chopping and changing that like bikini, right? Bikini, that changes every single year.
Yeah.
Too hard, too soft, too lean, too big. And it's just like, how do you... the girls don't stand a chance. They have no idea what to prepare for. So they just... It depends what they look for. Whereas...
it does seem that way.
To me, it does in bikini. It's like always a giant question mark. There's no like, this is the level of condition that is perfect. It changes every single year.
Yeah.
and it's frustrating. But in classic, do you think this was a statement to say, nope, this is exactly what we're looking for? We're
Yeah,
looking
it
for
really could be.
tall guys, maxing out weight caps, and just looking all aesthetic. Short guys that are way more jacked. Because naturally, if you're shorter, you're filling out your frame more, you look more like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Just genetically wise, right?
Yeah, usually, I think fucking Terrence kind of is on the opposite side of that. Very
I
classic.
still think you look at Terrence and I'm like, chuck him in 212 and he does well.
212, yeah,
He
it's
does
very
very
true.
good.
It's like a Courage Paro, how he
You know,
made the leap over.
Those shorter physiques, although they could fit in both, could really do
Yeah.
both.
Speaking of 212, I mean, that was, to be honest, Sean did push more than I thought. Sean brought some shit
brought
up.
his A game.
And shout out to Sean and John Jewett for the improvements because
He looked awesome.
that was amazing.
He came back. He needed a bloody good comeback after that last one as well.
He looked
right?
fucking good.
He smashed it. Like really smashed
Yeah,
it.
I know he's going to Mexico this weekend, so that'll be cool to see.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should probably have some fun in Prague as well. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You know, give him a little something to get after. But obviously, Keon is Keon, and it's probably the greatest physique to ever walk the stage
Yeah, that's
ever.
pretty nuts,
and
man.
how do you beat that? Right? He could.
Yeah.
He could
Because they
come
even
in
said
at
they were
80%.
Yeah, and
beat
they kind
anyone.
of said they did. Like, he's like, this wasn't my best, but we're gonna make sure that it is next time.
Yeah, I mean, I think quite a few people missed prejudging.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
There was a lot of big corrections from prejudging to finals, which is always cool to see. I kind of like, I wonder what they're going to come back like, and then they do come back like really bigger and fuller and harder, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's a whole new battle. But I think they should give it a little bit more. Like, I don't like this idea of they've already made their decision in prejudging. It's already over. Finals is just for fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like-
which is they usually do a good job at the Olympia and the bigger shows of not doing that.
They didn't
Giving
do
it
that
a
in this
run.
one.
I know that's what they usually do a good job of
Yeah,
that.
I want because if they did, Nick straight back into that top four.
Oh, 100% after
finals, Nick.
His finals.
Smoke Samson.
Yeah. And
Smokes Martin.
And it didn't show that on the scorecards.
No, like
Which was weird.
finals.
The
Nick
point spread,
destroyed.
the point spread on finals was actually even worse.
Like that makes no sense.
I didn't make sense to me either.
No, and that just goes to show like how much attention are they really paying to finals
I don't know.
outside of the top three.
Yeah, it is
Like, I
weird,
think
man.
outside of top three, are they just kind of like it's a long day?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's the biggest show in the world. They might say, of course not. We're on the point with everything, and I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense, of course. But
Yeah, I think they did
I just don't understand it a lot of the time. I'm not a judge.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm not a judge.
same.
You know,
Judges, shout out to y'all because you have the hardest fucking job in the
Yeah,
world.
I don't know how you-
I could never sit there for like 3-4 days straight, 12 hours, just looking at physiques, and then like by the time you get to bodybuilding, you got to be like so much fatigue, so much like decision fatigue and physique fatigue. Just like I've seen the same shit over and over.
maybe that's why the finals doesn't get as much of a look
Yeah,
because it's like, how long does this go on for?
yeah,
Because if you have like what happened to Nick, and you're like, okay, he's back in the game.
yeah.
How many extra comparisons is that? How many more confirmation rounds is that?
True.
And it's like, how long's the? it's already a late
man,
show.
true.
It already goes on quite late.
Yeah,
So-
but all the other divisions. Who we got? We got Maureen winning bikini.
Yeah,
We
well, it's
gotta-
cool.
Yeah, I think she's been bikini Miss Bikini Olympia before.
Yeah.
Well earned, well deserved. She's a good ambassador.
Where did Laura finish?
I think was she 6th or 7th?
Fifth or sixth or something?
Yeah,
I don't understand
I don't know. Yeah,
how you go from winner to fifth or sixth. Now, winner to fourth in Samson's situation, I think that's very understandable considering the physiques in that top four. And bodybuilding is very much solidified as you got to be on. And this is the look. You got to be massive. You got to be dried out hard. You have to, the condition. We know what body, it's not rocket science, right?
Yeah.
Look the best.
yeah,
But bikini is very much a little hard this year, a little softer this year. And to go from first to fifth or sixth
Yeah.
is that to me is just a massive. I just think that's
I'm not even-
terrible judging.
I'm not even gonna pretend to know. I know what's going on in
I have
bikini. I know that
no
I
idea.
feel like outside in. I feel like Ashlyn getting second and like Laura Lee and Ashlyn are more of a similar look than Maureen and Ashlyn, and then Amy was in the mix too. I thought Laura Lee kind of looks more like those 2 than Maureen does, but maybe that's why Maureen won, because she was just on a different level this
Who
year.
knows? It'll probably come out like where someone said, "Oh, they're looking for a slightly softer look."
Yeah, maybe. I know Tyler
And
does
then-
those recaps, so he'll
Yeah.
definitely do them for the Olympia. So I'll be interested in to see, because I want to see what the criteria is going to be for 2026. So like, if you guys are, because we're just chit chatting, we're bullshitting.
Yeah, we don't
We
know
have the objective measure, what's supposed to be the objective measurements written out on the IPB Pro League, but Tyler's going to literally go through each category on his page, Tyler Mannion, and talk about why the placings were exactly why they were. And if you follow what he says, then you try to fit the criteria to what he's saying, because that'll be the looks for 2026 that they're going for.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pretend I fucking know.
it's unfortunate that because those videos he does are great, but they only started this year, so they didn't have that reference from last year, right?
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't think he did it for last year's Olympia.
No, he
So it's
started.
very much set in like, this is the exact look we're going for. But then again, you think, well, if you go by the look that from the champion, who was the winner? That's the look you're going for.
Yeah.
But it seems like with Fit Model coming into the scene, maybe they want a bit more of a difference in look between Fit Model and Bikini. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where that goes. But
Yeah.
either way, Lorelai is awesome. Forever champ.
Yeah.
person.
Figure. I did not see Jessica going to third. I thought she would be. I thought she'd be Miss Olympia, but Rhea won. Rhea looked phenomenal, and then Jessica was in third. Second was Lola, right? Is that her name? Let me look it up real quick.
Lola Montana.
Yeah,
or
Lola
something.
Montez. Yeah.
The mutant.
Yeah, and the top 2 phenomenal. Jessica always comes in on point. Probably one of the oldest competitors up there too.
Yeah.
Quite impressive.
Where did Missy finish up?
Missy ended up in
her first-
10th.
In 10th? Top 10? First Olympia?
Yep. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Because that's a big category jump. Like from
Oh yeah.
fitness, doing all that, to a pure physique class is pretty cool. She looked great as well.
And then we had Eduarda, my future wife, winning.
So that, I think
Wellness.
for me, that is one of the best judging decisions of the show.
I agree.
Because
That's the look that we need to go for, man. She's
You
the
need-
most feminine.
she is gorgeous.
Beautiful shape.
She's gorgeous. And I saw her up front, close, personal, at the expo, and almost tripped over my own feet. She's that hot.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because some of the other girls in the top 10,
They are pushing.
they're viralizing, man. And
are.
it's
It's as
not
simple
good.
as
We
that.
need to push that out. It is wellness. Bikini and wellness need to stay feminine.
Yep.
We have other categories that they're okay with the virilization aspects. We have women's physique, we have figure, we have women's bodybuilding. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think they made the right call. I think it was
Absolutely.
phenomenal.
They needed to make a statement this year for that.
Yeah.
And she had such a good look. And it's not just about the face. Her physique is insane.
Yeah,
like
physique nuts.
her and Issa, you could have gone back and forward on just like the quads and the glutes, and it's just nuts. Wellness physiques are incredible. They're just like, whoa. But her overall presence and look and everything about her is just like, whoa. You know, she's a 10.
Yeah, and we always had Andrea Shaw winning women's bodybuilding.
I mean,
Of course.
Jesus Christ. As soon as she walked out, and just the way she moves on stage, the little things she does, transitions in between poses, I was like, that. She looks like she's been the champion for 20 years. She looks so confident, and the way she nailed, and she's got such a polished, clean look.
Absolutely.
I was like,
She's
she came out,
so
she did her
bubbly.
thing, and Brie was sat like a couple rows to the left
Yeah.
or to the right, and to the left. And she looked back at me and just went,
Yeah,
it's over.
it was over.
It was over.
but-
She was that good.
Our
But,
girl Ivy Strong looking fucking solid though.
huh?
Ivy Strong looking solid.
Which one?
What'd she get, third?
Oh, the little mini friggin' giant pocket rocket.
Yes, sir.
Is that the one?
No, yeah.
The black chick in the blue bikini?
Yep.
She was fucking phenomenal. Like jacked. Proper jacked.
She's
Like it was surprising to see it because she's so short.
yeah.
And she still had like really good lines.
Well, I
and
think
stuff.
she's the predecessor, right? Like Ashley, by the way. I think she's the predecessor. She got second, and it was a very fucking well deserved second. That reminds me of Kai versus Phil. but in women's bodybuilding. Andrea Shaw, bubbly, flowy physique, and she's just dense as fuck, Ashley.
Yeah.
And like hard looking
loads
muscle
of muscle.
bellies, shredded to the fucking bone.
Yeah.
But it is bodybuilding. And when you have somebody like Andrea Shaw, somebody like the Phil Heath and things like that,
It's a very dominant.
it's tough to beat, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough as hell to beat.
And then Levy, she looked awesome as well, man.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I saw her in person.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's
Good
crazy.
Lord, what
Yeah.
a set of delts.
Yeah,
was
she's
like,
just big
what are you?
as fuck. She gets a little leaner, and it's gonna be.
Yeah, and she she looks great. I don't know what they're doing there at the top to build those physiques and still remain. Because I mean, we've seen how virilized some women can get, and they all presented really well on stage. Like
Yeah.
that top 4 call out that they did at the end was like, holy crap, they're really, really good.
Yep,
And I think Hunter made top 10.
she did.
She did local. And then who else have we got in there? Any other newbies that were in there? Can't remember.
Yeah,
But again, it's women's bodybuilding was, it was a great class. I don't usually spend much time watching it, but
Yeah.
it was really good.
that was fun to watch this year.
And then physique, where are all the dramas at today or yesterday?
Oh, Natalia and Sarah,
With Sarah.
women's physique.
Sarah opening her mouth a
Dude,
little
Sarah
bit.
needs to chill. First and foremost, like virilization, dude. I
It
can't.
doesn't look good.
Like being Natalia, you're still beautiful, and your women's physique, you're like a step down from bodybuilding. It's insane.
Yeah.
And like you're not a shit talking asshole. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Every conversation I ever had with her, she's so nice.
Yeah.
She's so fucking nice. And Sarah like going and talking shit. It's like, good Lord, woman.
Well, it all came out in the comments, didn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, she said this, she said that. And I was like, oh, she has a reputation. I don't know. I don't
either, man. I
I don't
follow
follow
her.
all that stuff, but it all came out in the comments like she's horrible, she's toxic, she's this, she's that. And I'm like, oh, okay, there's a bit of a history here.
To
with
me,
it.
so from the nerdy fucking guy perspective, why are you making comments about oil, bitch?
Just shut up.
What else are you putting in your... That's the one thing we're not allowed to put in our body. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the argument everyone's saying.
What?
It's like, you're okay with this, but not this. At the top level, you enhance your look as much as you possibly can.
By the way, every
most
90s bodybuilder that all you fucking idiots are like 90s were better had oil in every fucking muscle.
Do you know what?
Charles Glass was not
Every
known
one of
for
them.
what he did. He was known for...
He was known for escalin. He was the pro at localized escalin shots for sight enhancement. And that was the whole 90s and most of the 2000s as well.
100%.
And that's why they all look giant, round, and bubbly, because they were so good at doing that. You can't get that shit anymore, unfortunately. There's other options, but it's not as good. But it's enhanced bodybuilding. You're going to enhance your physique to look as good as it possibly can.
Legit.
And if you have slightly weak delts, and that's going to be one of the defining factors, jack them up. Sign me up. If you can do it really, really well, and the judges think, wow, that really enhanced your look, you're already enhanced as you. What that extra thing is crossing the line. Like,
Right.
there is no lines. Come on.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
like-
do it well. If you do it really bad and it flares up and it looks shit, you're going to get scored down.
100%.
If you do it really well and it all looks good,
Yeah, everything in this sport is
and don't
like
think that
risk
doesn't
tolerance.
happen in all classes.
It does.
Every single class.
Hyaluronic acid, you name it.
I've heard of bikini chicks doing it,
Yep, hyaluronic acid
you know?
and their glutes. Absolutely.
it's
Wellness,
just-
all of them.
Don't think like, oh, there's some, you just, if you know, you know sort of thing.
Yeah, it's one of those
But
things
don't
people
get
don't
it
talk about
twisted.
because people don't even talk about fucking gear. Like, people are too scared to talk about gear because they're worried about their placings. Like, I've been knocked down because I do it. I don't give a shit. And they want to talk about, well, it's sight enhancement. Well, fuck, it is. Sorry. This sport is not fucking safe. We never said it was. People are already taking the risk as they are. We try to mitigate that risk as much as possible. That's why I'm never going to shut up about it because, yeah, okay, I don't do as well as an athlete, but I save people's lives. I'm cool with it. I'm fucking cool with that. Hyaluronic acid exists. So does sight enhancement. It's going to fucking happen. It's exact same thing. It's like they're allowed to make their own decisions. They're going to do it. If it enhances their physique and it looks good. Guys, I promise you right now, some of your favorite physique, actually, because I know who doesn't, they do it. And you like it. But then when you find out about it, you don't like it anymore. Oh, you liked his delts 3 weeks ago. What happened when you found out? Now you just automatic and all of a sudden, like, get the fuck out of here. That shit kills.
Nonsense.
Shit kills me.
Pretending like these people aren't completely enhanced to the max for their entire careers.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this next little bit of enhancement is something over the line.
It's like
what are you talking about? It just enhances the physique. Do you want to see the physique presented at its absolute best? There it is, and it takes what it takes.
Yeah.
Just clap because it looks awesome. That's it.
It's weird because it's the exact same mentality as natural bodybuilders shitting on enhanced people, and then enhanced people being like, "Shut the fuck up, you're natty anyway." But then those same enhanced people being like, "Whoa, but not oil, dude." So it's like the natural kid going, "Whoa, but not GLPs, dude." Oh, whoa, but not GH, dude. But I'll do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But then they'll take the creatines, they'll take all the fucking peptides, anything that's not on a drug test, they'll take. But then it comes to enhancement, they're not going to take it, obviously. Whatever, don't do steroids. But then you got the steroid guy going, whoa, but not that. And that's just fucking hilarious to me. Like, okay, man.
Hey, if it's going to make me look really good and win shows, shoot me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a silly thing. It's a silly argument. It's a very, very silly comment on her part. I think it's potentially I don't see her coming back to win anyway because Natalia was just.
Yeah.
I think she's really set a standard there.
And there's a bunch of women's physique women coming up that are.
There's some
phenomenal.
really, really good athletes there.
Yeah.
So I think Sarah should just probably retire at this point and just.
And I say the best for last, Aaron. Men's physique, your favorite category. Oh my goodness. No, guys, legit though. Your physique fits where it fits. We
laugh.
Ryan Terry's a fucking stand-up dude. He won.
Ryan's a fucking boss, man. He's done. He's got a way better physique than I'm ever gonna have. I'll be bigger, but I ain't ever gonna look as good as Ryan Terry.
Yeah.
That guy's built different. And the same goes for the vast majority of men's physique bodies. Like they're smaller, but what they do with that small frame is
it's impressive.
Is bloody impressive. And I say it's gay, and that's mostly just the posing. It's just so gay.
They all walk out like this, jerking off the ghost.
There's just a few things which, if you're not in that category, it's easy to kind of poke fun at. But that's all we're doing. We're
the
just
posing
fun because it's funny. Chill out.
Yeah, the posing really made sense when it was beach body Steve Cook type of shit.
Yeah.
And now they're just fucking bodybuilders, and they're still hitting those poses. So they're hitting that like fucking stand there and look like a beach guy, but you look like a guy who has over dieted. You don't look like a guy going to the beach, I promise. Like, you're probably too tired to go to the beach because you've been on 0 carbs for 10 weeks. You're not going to the beach, man. It's crazy because they're shredded. They're more shredded than fucking classic guys half the time.
Dude.
And they're still posing like men's physique guys.
I'm like, cut 2 or 3 inches off the shorts.
Yeah.
And let them pose.
Yeah.
Actually have a legit set of mandatory poses, not just 2 poses front and back.
But then they'd probably be like, well, now it's sports model.
What do you mean? They would bring in
That's what they would
model.
do, yeah.
Yeah, it's something to like, yeah.
Yeah, so they're just making new fucking guys.
That's even more cringe. They do that a lot in Asia.
Yeah.
And it's not fun to watch. But, hey, you know who can hit a men's physique pose
Mario.
now?
Yeah.
He decided to get his kit off in the posing room the other day and hit a couple shots.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
Freaking abs for days.
Jesus we had Ryan Terry winning. Phenomenal.
Yeah, of course. Like
I think
Ryan
Aaron Banks gets second.
and just to be a little controversial, because why not? Right? No filters. I don't do that shit. I think Ali dropped the ball this year.
Oh, Ali got second. My bad.
Talking too much, brother. If you're not a good representation of the sport, if you're not a positive influence and an ambassador of the sport in every right way, you're going to be the best in your division in the entire world. You're representing the whole entire class across the world. You need to be on your A game in every aspect. You need to have a halo around your head
100%.
and look amazing. And don't think that's not a thing. They absolutely want people, the specific kinds of ambassadors.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're shit talking the sport all year leading up to the Olympia because this ain't fair and that's not fair, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, that's it, man.
And I think that matters.
Oh, it does. Oh, it absolutely does. Yeah.
So, Ali, zip it, buddy, and just fucking be a good bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Stop complaining. If you don't like it, put some weight on and do classic. And
Yeah,
earn
it is
more money.
unfortunate because it's one of the only. That's why it's not a sport. It's a pageant. It is what it is, and you know, you can shit talk in the NFL. All you're gonna happen is gonna get fined. It don't matter because that's an actual sport, and it relies on performance. This relies on the way you look, and it's judged by a panel. It's a fucking pageant. It is what it is.
You need them to like you.
Exactly.
You know, you can't be an asshole, but it's all right because you have 7,000 rushing yards.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
nope, you're just
Yeah.
another guy on stage in a tan.
Yeah, if you want the full results to the Olympia, look that up because obviously we didn't go through all of them, but we have our favorites in every category, and we have the winners, and
Do you have
sometimes they don't line up.
Do you have a couple of any class, just a couple of standout people that you thought really like?
Let's hit some standouts and let's hit some people who dropped the ball too. Let's do both. Why not?
Yeah.
Standouts. I
Who
think
really impressed you?
fucking Hosema in Classic.
Yep.
Impressed the absolute fuck out of me, dude. Ashley Jones in women's bodybuilding. Insane. She was fucking crazy. If you guys saw that shit in person, it's fucking wild, man. And in bodybuilding, oh man, I will say this. I did not expect Martin to come back as strong as he did after the couple shows he did last year. He even improved his posing.
I still think he looked the same as last Olympia.
I think he was drier through the hamstrings and glutes. And the biggest thing, he didn't fade when he posed. Because that was
Yeah, that's an
always his
improvement.
problem.
Yeah,
That was always his problem.
it's true.
Yeah. It was really good. It was really impressive. And I was telling you all week, and I'll say it on here, I was like, I think Hottie's 5th to 6th. I think he looks small in the gym. I think he looks worse. And then I saw him on stage, and I ate my fucking words, man. I ate my words. I thought he won. I really did. Yeah.
I think a lot of people ate a lot of words
Yeah.
with a few people, which is always great because
Yeah.
we want to see people be better and
Yeah.
come back strong. Everyone
I
loves
agree.
a comeback story.
I agree,
It's
man.
easy to write people off,
Yeah.
but when they do come back, it's like, it can
Yeah.
be done,
Yeah.
which is cool.
There are a lot of classic guys that dropped the ball simply because they really had to kind of be on their A game with the height stuff due to all the mic bullshit chatter online. So like,
10 guys missed weight.
yeah, and I think Horse MD was one of those guys. Did you see his stage pics?
No, not good.
I was really expecting him to crack like the top 10.
Me too. He's got an amazing
Yeah.
physique. Another really nice guy as well.
Yeah, super nice, but I think he missed
One
the
of them,
height.
you're like, you're rooting for him to do well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because he's been around for so long. He has such a beautiful physique. But I think he dropped it. Yeah. Justin Betterina, like, cracked top 10. He got 9th. Fucking looked great this year.
awesome.
And other people that I think dropped the ball. Obviously, I think Nick could have came in way better. You know, everybody wants to hear my opinion on that since I have been so close to him for so long. Yeah, whatever they did with the peak for the morning, and then his tan. I don't know what the fuck they did with that either. That was really weird. His tan was like the lightest on stage,
Could have done with like an extra bit of oil as well.
which they didn't fix for the night show. And the night show look, I was like, all right, that's Nick.
Back in the
That's
game.
Nick. But yeah, that was unfortunate, man. Who else do I think like kind of missed a little bit? I thought Terrence looked really good, man. I don't think he missed at all. I just think Mike and Ramon were better. I
think it was more of just what are they looking for?
Uh-huh.
Either 3 of them could have won, and
Yeah.
you would have been like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it was just like I said, they were just looking for what do we want from Classic.
Yeah. I think, like you said, Ali missed with his shit talking. That was a big flop in physique. I thought the same thing leading into the show. I was
Wasn't
like,
the physique?
exactly. I thought the same thing leading into the show. I was like, there's no way he's getting it because I know that they care about that shit.
Yeah, doesn't look good. Doesn't make the
At all,
sport look
man.
good.
Oh man, the Laura Lee thing. You never know. You don't know what
just-
they want in bikini. I
pisses
can't
me
even
off,
say
man.
she missed because I thought she looked great.
She looked great.
She
She's
looked
the
fucking
champ.
phenomenal.
She sets the standard.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And she's such a sweetheart.
how can they just change their minds and go, no, that's not the look we're looking for this year?
I will say
How
this.
about a heads up?
And you want to talk about ambassadors for this fucking sport?
She's a fucking
She's
angel,
the
bro.
fucking
She is the
best.
ultimate. Like, she is one of the best people I've ever met in this sport. She's
Yeah,
an
seriously.
angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. But again, she's a rock star, and she'll be fine.
And she'll win another one.
Probably.
I guarantee it.
Probably, yeah. So, yeah, like, I was like, really?
Were there any guys that like really, really impressed you coming in?
Brendan Curry, bro.
Brandon, yes.
Brendan Curry is my standout. Like, holy shit.
Yeah,
How
dude,
about-
because we were
How old am I? Doesn't matter.
we were shitting our pants at
What
the
can I
Arnold.
do? I can do whatever I want.
We were shitting our pants at the Arnold, and he
The
improved
Arnold?
from that.
First time working with Justin.
He improved from that, dude.
Brendan's the history of Brendan is slightly undersized legs and that sort of thicker, like seal skin, right? Where it's just not really like amazing aesthetics.
Yeah.
Loads of muscle up top, crazy delts are some of the best delts in the game.
It was cool, man.
And to see him come back, even improved from the Arnold, where he was grainy. Like, I'm like, we were quite far back. Like, what were we, 15, 20 rows back?
Yeah.
And you could see how hard and grainy he was on stage. So shout out to Brandon and Justin. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I want to know, because that was one hell of a... He came back 50... I was backstage with Justin, and he showed me a couple pictures on his phone. He's like, Aaron, you saw him at the Arnold? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he's 15 pounds bigger
Fuck.
and leaner. And I'm like, let's have a look. And he showed me a picture, and I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
Like, he's going to... And dude, call me... You know when they did the Olympia Champions call out? When they brought them all out? They brought out Hardy, Derek, Samson, and Brendan, because they'd all previously won.
That's cool.
And did a couple of poses. Brendan's fucking smashed a few of those poses. Like, that should have got him back in the top 4 mix-up.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I would have had, based on the finals look, but Brendan also looked amazing in prejudging as well.
Yeah.
But based on the finals look, which tells me he was really overlooked, because his prejudging look was so good, and a lot of guys slipped in prejudging, and he just remained consistent through the whole show.
Yeah.
And but yeah, for me, like Nick coming back with that finals look, and Brendan looking like he did, I had both of those guys over Martin and over Samson.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would have had Hardy, Derek, Brendan, and Nick,
I agree.
and Andrew
I
in
agree.
a 5-man final call out, and I would have moved them around loads. Because fair play, the other guy who stood out, Andrew Jack,
Yeah.
like fair play man,
Yeah.
he brought it, and
He came in
looked
leaner.
insane. Couple posing tweaks, a little bit of this, little bit of that, some very very small fixes, and he's a Mr. Olympia.
And he just needs density from the side.
Yeah, he's
He'll never win unless he brings that up.
he can fix that. I think
Yeah.
they've got to get away from. I think there's a lot of training things that could potentially help
course.
there as well, because I've seen some of the stuff they did over in Dubai, and I'm like, I don't know, just personal preference on what I see. But
Yeah.
he looked amazing, and yeah, fair play to him. And again, another like really good top quality dude,
Oh, yeah, I agree.
very good ambassador for the sport. Doesn't do shit talking, just loves the game. But Brendan Curry, man, 13 or 14 Olympias in a row. I think this was 14.
And this is probably his best showing.
14th in a row.
Like, to me, he looked better than when he won.
Dude,
Honestly.
smashed that look.
Yeah.
That destroyed that look. Unbelievable. Was that 2009, right?
No, that was recent.
2019.
Yeah.
Sorry, not 9, 2019. And yeah, unbelievable. I was just like, and again, another great guy. Dude, I'm such a sucker for like meeting everyone.
Yeah.
Because I'm just, he was so cool. I'm such a fanboy. And they're all so fucking nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, amazing. So he was definitely my like fair play. 44, 45 years old, still just getting better and better year after year.
Yeah.
Like fair play.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think Nick prejudging, unfortunate. Like we hate to see it. Everyone was rooting for him. Everyone wants Nick to win. He will one day for sure. I'm sure of it. He will, and he's the kind of guy that will just, all right, let's get back to work.
100%.
You know, he's a fucking professional. You don't bitch. You won't complain. He's not going to make some crybaby bullshit post like Sarah did. You're just back to work. Let's get it right.
And he's a humble champion too.
Yeah, he's just a great guy. I mean, he's worked his ass off over years and years and years, and he's got more in the tank. But the size gains, bro, he looked pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
He just continues to be able to put on mass. And some people were like, it's extra 10 pounds of mass, but it was all in his guts and all of this. I'm like, shut up. They're just, you're gonna really, you think 10 pounds of, you saw all the pictures leading up to the show and everyone was like, oh my God, he looks amazing. And then they miss a peak and now it's like, oh, it was a whole waste of 10 pounds. Just so quick to jump ships. Some of these people making comments
are always gonna fucking exist, man.
But the people that are saying that on some of these podcasts, they also know fuck all about that stuff.
For sure.
They're just meatheads.
Yeah.
They know nothing about what goes into this on an in-depth level.
Yeah.
So I don't pay any attention to it. Nick knows that, and I wish him all the best. And I know he'll be a champion one day. Nick versus Andrew battle.
That'd be a cool thing.
It's great to get Beirut over, finally. It was awesome. I think a little overlooked, but first Olympia, pay your dues and all of that sort of thing. I still think he had a great time, and I think they'll know what to fix next time. And he's got now another, long chunk of time to bring up some body parts a little bit and just complete that physique, because when that is complete, that's a guy who can battle for the top as well. He's so
absolutely
perfectly put together. I was very fortunate to be quite close to that whole process this week, and seeing him in person in a posing room up close is something else. So I'm excited to see his future.
Yeah, and there's probably a fuckload we miss. We'll try to answer a couple questions today. Obviously, this was mostly the Olympia recap, and we wanted to really kind of lean into that. So congrats to everybody. Obviously, neither of us have stepped on the fucking Olympia stage, so we're just a couple of guys.
Fanboy.
Critiquing things we see. Yeah. And it's funny too, because we're doing the thing where these guys all know this shit. These are just our thoughts for an audience that wants to hear other people talk about it. All these athletes, I'm never gonna go up to them and be like, hey, you need to improve this, you need to improve that. They fucking look at themselves every day. You don't need to be commenting on their shit. You don't need to be commenting on their shit about what they need to do.
100%.
They have a team. They have their people. They look at themselves. Their job is to know what they need to fix. You think you don't keep them up at night? You fucking come on. This is just so that an audience can hear why things potentially played out the way they did and what we saw. So
before you jump into the comments with, oh, so and so should have done this and he would have what. Don't be that guy.
Just stop.
If you're not one of them, or you're not at the level of understanding, if you're just a fan and you're just observing, just observe and enjoy and clap your hands and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Your opinions and comments on what people can do to improve, unless you are actually someone who genuinely is at a level where you're involved and you can do that.
Yeah, unless I see Chris Aceto, Hani Rambod, or any other coach commenting in my comments, which isn't going to happen, just please don't.
Yeah, if you're not one of those people, if you're not part of the direct kind of team around these people, just don't comment. It's just silly. It just makes you look silly.
You want to Q&A? Pull up a Q&A?
Yeah, see if I got any comments.
Yeah, we're going to, first and foremost, we're going to have a segment in this called What's Up, Mario?
Oh, yeah. What's up, Mario?
Mario is going to... Is that mic on? So you can ask your question? Do you have a question? So Mario is so good at asking us questions behind the scene. Anytime that I'm training, I'm dog-ass tired. If you hear me talking about anything smart or it sounds smart and I'm just kind of word vomiting, it's because Mario asked me a question. And Mario is so goddamn good at that we want to make a whole segment dedicated to Mario. Yes. From the abyss.
Voice in the shadows.
Perfect. Let's do a couple of questions, and then when Mario has a question, he'll interject. And then from there, we're going to read a couple hate comments to you guys.
Oh, yeah, we'll dig a few out.
All right, what we got first?
Well, a bunch of people just said, hi, we miss you all, blah, blah, blah.
Who? Name them.
Huh?
Name these mofos. We're going to give them a shout out.
Some crew, some of the Evogen team.
What's up, Evogen?
It was so busy this week, we didn't really get a chance to hang out with a lot of them.
Ready on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Use code FEATHER. Me and Aaron are both Evogen sponsored athletes, so hello to the team. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you guys. We should definitely do a booth next year, though. What are ways to optimize muscle protein synthesis? is part 2 of that question. Is there a better way to train as a natural that stimulates muscle protein synthesis more, like potentially more frequency, like a full body split or something like that?
Yeah, that's a funny question. You don't optimize protein synthesis. You can make sure you're getting the proper nutrients to supply that process, and that is best done by immediately getting out of the fucking gym and going to eat some protein and carbohydrates instead of prolonging that and doing, like, let's say, long form cardio after your session. So if you're really, really worried about the nitty gritty of like elevated protein synthesis and supplying that fractional synthetic rate, which is what you're actually asking me, because there's 2 parts to that, there's a breakdown rate as well. And the longer you go after your training session, the higher that breakdown rate becomes. So you're trying to supply that synthetic rate as soon as possible. Same thing with upon waking. Fasted cardio only exists, and you're natural because you're asking about natural stuff. Fasted cardio is for fucking enhanced athletes. People who are taking fucking Clin, people who are taking GH. If you're a natural, wake your ass up. If you want to do fasted cardio, get a fucking protein shake. Get a goddamn protein shake, sip it while you're doing your cardio, and you're going to retain a lot more muscle that way. We have anabolics in play. We have Clin helping us. We have GH helping us. We have Yohimbine. We have all this stuff. So optimize that via one, yes, frequency is way better. You get to hit the muscle a little more frequent, a little less volume per session, but more volume over the week. And making sure you're eating protein targets on time, depending on how long the protein will be in the GI tract from, like, let's say higher fat dieting. You just time your protein feedings properly to what your diet structure is like. More fat, like if you have a meal and it has just carbs, just proteins, well, you're probably going to eat more in that 2-hour window. And if it's just a higher glycemic with the whey protein fast acting, maybe you eat another hour later. So you just got to know those timings a little bit. If you have a higher fat meal with protein and carb, well, you probably prolong that to like 3 hours. But for general time frame, we just kind of space our meals every 3 hours because it works out really well for us. 5 to 6 meals a day, every 3 hours. Maybe we have an intra-shake in our directly after we're eating our post-workout. Maybe I eat something 2 hours after that post-workout meal because I might go hypo before that. But that's really the only time frame in which my meals are closer together. My peri-workout nutrition is a little closer together. Every other meal spaced 3 hours apart, and that should optimize the protein synthetic response. Outside of that,
train hard.
Yeah, train hard and get the response to begin with. Like, you got to have enough stimulus to promote that. So,
so when it comes to, like everybody's saying here, like training wise, as far as frequency, like a full body split, you're getting a lot of frequency across a lot of muscle groups. But if you're trying to prioritize a specific muscle group, then you might be more beneficial figuring out that where your volume ranges are, maximum recoverable volume, and splitting that, prioritizing frequency for that muscle group multiple times throughout the week. So yeah, full body would tackle all of the muscle groups. If you need
they're asking
everything
if they
to
should do
come
full
up.
body.
Yeah, is that going to be like an extra benefit and a bonus? And I'm like,
You want to the frequency.
you can only do full body so many times a week.
The frequency at which you hit your muscle groups depends on, one, how fucked up they are.
Yeah.
Which depends on how big and fucking strong they are and how much volume you did in the session. If I do 3 sets of hamstrings, straight leg deadlift, 405, and I do 3 sets of lateral delts, 100 pounds, 12, 15 reps, which one am I going to be able to hit again sooner? It's a pretty fucking easy question to answer. I can hit my lateral delts again the next fucking day if I do that.
Hit the same day.
It's
lateral delts, 3 sets. Come on.
So that's why you see the frequency of my lateral delts and biceps is so much higher than the frequency of like my fucking quad training. Sometimes like when I was massing to 265 and I was really strong, my quads would get so fucked up because how big and strong they were that I was hitting them 1.5 times a week. And the 0.5 was actually more like 0.25 because it was like leg extensions on my second leg day. So that depends more on like how big and strong, how much cross-sectional area you have, how strong you are, what rep range and load you're using. So that's why, like, guys, all this is a big it depends. You have to understand the underlying principles. Nothing is sugar-coated. Nothing's absolute. All the absolute statements don't make any fucking sense because it really depends on all that within the constraints of how much do I enjoy my training, because that is the fucking biggest thing. If you are an elite level athlete, that kind of goes like this for me, and I'm giving you more of what you need and less of what you want. but still you got to enjoy it. So if you are a gen pop person, you're a natural guy trying to put on some muscle, but you're also in college, you also have a girlfriend, you also have whatever. Yeah, high frequency is pretty fucking dope. And if you only have time to train 3 times a week, full body's probably smarter than doing a fucking bro split. You know, it all depends.
On the topic of natural, I made a few posts recently about, don't be scared of volume. Volume's one of the best triggers that we have to pull as far as progressions and hypertrophy over time. And the biggest argument all naturals always have is naturals can't do high volume. Naturals have to do low volume. So we can't recover from that. It's
complete bullshit.
Like,
steroids can actually cause...
You actually had a natural career.
Yeah.
But it wasn't doing this bullshit.
My natural bodybuilding career, I actually had more volume when I was natural. Yeah. Because there are a lot of processes that are going on with anabolics too that actually, well, one, you're stronger.
It makes you way more efficient.
Yeah,
so
way
you
more
might
efficient.
Not have to do as much.
Plus, you're further along in your career, so your technique's better. So technique proficiency is up. So my volume is actually like slightly lower now than it was when I was natural, because I was just hammering my shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I was one of the biggest natural bodybuilders to ever exist. I was like 5'9" in college, 5'9.5", whatever, and 189 on stage. Like, that's a heavyweight bodybuilder for natural bodybuilding. So, and I put multiple fucking guys. I have over 100 pro natural natural pro cards now. A couple world champions. Like, none of them are doing 2 sets a fucking week.
No.
How the fuck that came from? Doug Miller. Some of the 3DMJ guys do like power building style, so the high loads keep their volume lower, which you have to do if you're doing
just stimulus to fatigue ratios when it comes to exercise selection.
And if they were doing higher volume closer to the show, they know intuitively they'd have to raise their volume up a little bit, so they're just doing it a different way. And none of their volumes are fucking crazy low. Yeah. Most of the guys saying that shit are just like looking at what Aaron likes to call broccoli boys on TikTok.
But it also ties in well with the muscle protein synthesis thing you're asking about. Drive those, like you're doing a lot of volume in a session, like an appropriate amount of volume, and you're pounding yourself with a drip feed of protein throughout the day, amino acids around your workout and stuff like this. This is all triggering that synthesis all the time, all day long. And I think don't shy away from that. Like this idea of I'm natural, so I have to really lean. I have to be over safe when it comes to what I can do, what I can't do, what I'm able to recover from.
Yeah,
test the limits a little bit.
Yeah, and I will say this is one that could be more nerdy for this kid. High leucine content proteins, obviously, you need to do that. Like BCAA is not going to do it. It can potentially mute the breakdown rate of all this, of the process, the total process there, but it's not going to supply the synthetic rate. Unfortunately, we have plenty of data on this. So whereas, like, the only reason I ever use like an amino acid BCAA shake is if I'm doing fasted cardio and I'm trying to mute any sort of breakdown, but still get the benefits of the fasted cardio, and also if it's free. Otherwise, I just don't fucking use it. I'm never buying BCAAs, but yeah.
No. EAAs, when you get a bit more bang for buck, I'll chug them all day long if I have to, just to keep a full drip feed in, but that's just because I like them.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it can mute the breakdown rate.
Also not natural, and I'm using things like insulin around training, where I have a much greater reason to be able to drive certain nutrients in certain time frames. So, I mean, there's a billion ways to skin a cat, but don't be afraid of actually finding out what those are.
Yeah.
And that was Nick Kerr, by the way. Congratulations to your recent wins. Dude, whatever you're doing right now is working very well. So don't get lost. Ask questions, get informed, learn for sure from people who actually know what they're talking about. But be very aware of paralysis by analysis from people who have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
For sure.
Because they might try and say, oh, you should do this because if you should go in this direction and you'll be twice as good. The gains you've made as a natural and what you look like on stage recently, like we saw him, ace of stage, Nick from the gym.
Yeah.
Yep, Asian dude.
Yeah.
Right?
My dude is insane.
keep doing what you're doing. You know, there's a lot of these nuanced things that, to be honest, it's good to know about and be informed about, but also don't worry about it.
And
It's
also,
you're not missing out. You're growing real well.
Yeah, and also, me and Aaron are at your disposal anytime.
Yeah, we're here.
Keep
dude.
asking great questions like this for the podcast for us, though. It helps me out.
Yeah,
So I'll help
but you
out,
also
help me
get to
out.
come find us in the gym and hang out.
Mario, did that trigger anything inside of you besides an erection?
Besides that,
Nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what? Well, I think like not with you. It's been a bit of a case of ignorance is bliss, right? Because you're very like when you first got into
Because
this
again,
6
some
months
coaching
ago, it was
insights
like,
right now.
Huh?
This is straight up coaching insights. I love it. Go ahead.
you narrating over the top.
Yeah. I just said this is like good coaching, and like you're literally. Aaron is currently coaching Mario, guys. So Aaron is right now basically telling his client it's been cool because Mario doesn't have to like second guess shit because Mario is in like film audio engineer, like that's his shit. You know what I mean? And Aaron is full on coaching, phenomenal fucking coach, has all the inputs, tells Mario what to do, and Mario's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Just does it.
Yeah.
Perfect client. But I think that is something that people can lean into a bit, and that's why you should seek guidance for sure. Because like with Mario, he's like, look, I watch you guys do your thing and what you talk about, but I have no fucking idea about any of it. So just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I'm shock, horror, it worked. And then along the way, Mario will just, what did you just say then? And then something will trigger, right? And then you'll have a question and then you've learned something. Anything, whether it's water, whether it's
I love it.
you're learning from experience as well. Because you're noticing things like, hey, I did this, and then we did that thing, and we did that diet on that day, and then I trained, and this happened. How did that work? And then we go through it, and you're like, huh. And did you need to know the entire encyclopedia on muscle protein synthesis to get that done? No, you just needed to follow a plan.
100%.
Like that's just how important structure is. Like
Yeah.
just being able to follow a fucking program and get the job done.
I love it.
And he smashed it. But you're very intuitive and very observant. So you're probably picking up on a lot of stuff. You're not just like a
for
robot.
sure.
Any travel plans to the Northeast in 2026?
Are they talking about Canada? What the fuck are they talking
Just says Northeast.
about? In America? Who's this
don't know.
person?
Don't know.
What's their profile? What's their
Iconic Tonic.
hello? Iconic Tonic?
Hello, Iconic Tonic. Well, should we assume it's like, what, New York, Buffalo? Is that like Northeast?
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. Probably not.
Anything up that way?
My travel plans for the rest of the year are London, Dubai, Singapore, Australia. That's it. Oh, Idaho. Boise, Idaho, of all places.
I imagine there'll be another RP Texas Flex Off thing again, but that will probably be in Texas again, right?
I will
Or
say
maybe
this.
even here.
We are potentially going to start a tour.
Yay, RP Tour.
Potentially. There's potentially going to be an RP tour. And New York will be on that list.
There you go.
Or at least New Jersey.
Keep an eye out. Follow RP channel for more. Use code Aaron. I mean, actually, it's code BWA for RP stuff.
Oh, shit.
Shit, I need to get that changed. Liz. A bit of a simple one, but food related. Favorite cheap meals when off plan? Well, we had sushi like 5 times this week.
Sushi or skinny fats?
Yeah.
Skinny fats for more of a free meal. Sushi still kind of fits within the constraints of the diet. I could eat sushi every goddamn day, dude. I had it 3 times in one day this week, actually. So,
I had 1 meal a day for 4 days straight, and it was sushi every
dude,
day.
we were fucking hustling this week. Good Lord.
You can probably hear it. You can hear the aftermath of how busy this week was, but man, it was such an epic week. Like
It was amazing.
it was just a cool. This one was less about the Olympia, the event itself, and more about people stuff.
Dude, 100%.
Like I just got to interact with so many really cool people. And again, I say it over and over. I've said this on like 3 podcasts since the Olympia already. And this industry, when they say, don't meet your heroes unless it's bodybuilding, because in bodybuilding, most of them are freaking awesome people. And it's just a very good, positive industry to be a part of. in any way. And you're gonna, if you stick in this industry and you're doing good things and you are inherently a good person trying to help people, it will come around and you will make connections a lot easier than you think. A lot of people think they're just these athletes and these people and these coaches are just out of reach. I'm never going to be able to talk to them unless I pay them and hire them and stuff. It's not the case. It really isn't. Everyone is just so approachable. Everyone's so willing to help. And it's, the people is what make this industry very, very special. The physiques are cool, but the people within the industry, for me, this was a big eye-opener to that this week.
Hell yeah.
It was cool.
I agree. That's damn good.
Yeah.
Good closing thoughts, but we got to do some fan mail. I'm going to call it fan mail because...
Did you find any?
Because they're going to really hate that we're calling them fans. But if you're watching me and you're shit-talking...
You're a fan.
You a fan.
You just don't want to admit it, but you a fan.
And I actually don't like when people come up to me and say they're fans. So calling my haters fans, it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So what's up to my fans? All right. Hey, comment. Guys, it's flaccid mohawk. It's not off center. Look at this. Straight down the middle of my head. Okay.
Hawk talk.
Fold it over. Hawk talk. And it's staying. And every time somebody comments anything about it, positive and or negative, it buys it another 3 weeks. So right now it currently has a lifespan of about 2 million years. And it's not going anywhere, baby.
Dude, and this guy, you would think there's no way this guy stands a chance with females with that fucking haircut.
And it's true.
Now, I'm not saying much. All I'm saying is it doesn't scare him off. Let's put it that way. He has to do a little karate chop in.
Every now and again.
Every now and then. There's some fangirls out there, but no, I'm kidding. But if your issue is with a person in the world that is doing what Jared does and helping like Jared helps people, and if you know, you know. If you don't, you should probably find out. But if your issue is the hair, it's like you got bigger issues.
Yeah, you got more shit on your plate,
You've
but
got something going on. Like, did someone with a hawk touch you? I don't know, but
I will say this just to start off this segment too as well. So like, guys, we're gonna include this in this podcast most likely because we want to poke fun at it. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's one simple reason people like me and Aaron don't address really fucking rude hate comments usually. I love my friends. I love my fucking family. I love myself. I love my life. I get to be around people I fucking genuinely care about every day, all goddamn day. And I have been the kid who had nothing and was pissed off at everyone for it. I've been there. It fucking sucks. You're mad at people for reasons that you don't know why, but it comes out. And I grew up that way, man. I was the kid in high school, sometimes bullied, sometimes not. I got big, I got strong. It fucking stopped happening, I'll tell you that much. And I was mad at the fucking world, man. I was mad at the world. I was not having a good time. My life was not great, obviously. And I put kid Jared in that person's shoes commenting on my shit. And the only thing I can think is, like, I just want to give that fucking guy a hug. Like, that guy's not having a good time upstairs. He has to comment on my shit and be like, well, that's why you get fifth. Oh, fucking suck. You suck, dude. You suck. Like, you don't like your life. You don't. You can't convince me you do. And you know what? I feel fucking bad for you, man. I hope one day you get to experience what it's like to love yourself and look at the people around you and just fucking be happy. I really fucking do. But when you come at my friends, legitimately, that is what pisses me the fuck off. And I will go off on some motherfuckers in some comments, and you guys have probably seen me do it. So this shit's gonna get read. You guys talk shit on Aaron, you talk shit on Mario, you talk shit on Mike, you talk shit on my people.
we're going to call you out.
Something's getting said. I'm sorry. But like with the Mohawk shit, with all this shit talking on me, yeah, fifth place, yeah, cool. I never played great in a pro show, got it. But you do that shit to my friends, oh my God. I will go off. Aaron's seen it. and I've seen Aaron go off in the comments on people talking shit on me.
Fucking tag me in right now. Tag me in. I can't help it.
Sometimes I'll just send him stuff, Sometimes I'll just send them like random fucking people making head talking videos on me or Mike, and then I'll give it a day and I go look, and Aaron's already in the fucking comments, and I'm like, knew it.
Yeah, I know I should stay out, but I'm very defensive over my people
Yeah,
because it's just fucking bullshit hate.
yeah,
And the same thing, I have that same exact feeling.
yeah.
We've been through it. We've spent years being bullied, feeling like shit,
Miserable.
and being angry at the world. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to try and be a good person
Yep, that's it.
and lean into that and work your ass off. And all of a sudden, life gets good. And you realize how good people are and how good life is. And you have this whole different paradigm shift on
Yeah.
how you see life and you see people and how you read comments.
It's literally like a rebirth, like a new
It
experience.
really is, and it's. I know everyone has the potential to go through that
Agreed.
because I've seen people come from, myself included, so from rock bottom, like shit, over and over again, multiple times, and still managed to climb their way back into the light. And you've just got to start with like having a word with yourself before you put those fingers on that keyboard. Just think, why am I saying this?
Yeah.
Like, do I mean this? You don't mean it. Why do you don't even know us? You don't know these people. You hate because you're just on a hate bandwagon of trending hate comments, and you don't know it, but you've been brainwashed by this narrative. And that narrative it's easy to hate on someone because it distracts you from the shit in your own life. Trust me, I've been there. I've hated plenty. I had to be a real fucking asshole for a long time to figure out how to be a good guy. And everyone can do that. Every second chances are absolutely real. So without getting too philosophical, because I'll probably fucking cry or something, but
Yeah.
dude, really, like, it's the same. Don't you want to just get them, just like teleport them into the room
Yes.
with you right now and say, I just read your comment.
Yes.
Let's just, is a beer, whatever.
Yes.
Let's just chat.
Yes.
I can guarantee in 5 minutes' time, we'll be best fucking friends, and your perspective on how you interact online will change immediately.
Oh.
But there's no one in your life telling you that or giving you that opportunity to just be a fucking better person.
Yeah, man.
And it starts with your own silly personal actions and comments. You don't need to do it. And if it's a little laughy, jokey thing, just having a little poke and a dig, and it is, off the cuff humor, cool. We've all got horrible, dark senses of humor. Like, we can deal with it. But when you start really getting personal,
Yep.
when you start like really throwing personal name call bullshit, real
Yep.
nasty stuff to people that you have never met, ever. You don't know anything about that person apart from a video that may have triggered you or didn't trigger you. It triggered someone else and they made a hate video about it and you saw that video and now you hate them.
Yep.
You need to think for yourself. Everyone in this industry, and like Jared and Mike, like the level of it they have to deal with, and still just smile on the face like no problem, because it's not going to affect them, because they know that what they're doing is genuinely helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people better their lives. And you need to realize that. They're not floating head bullshit influencers just out there hating for the sake of views and likes and comments. No, the entire thing is built around helping people become better people. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on that? And then how can you bandwagon like your idea of getting fame or spreading? You're trying to bring people together based on hate.
Yep.
Why you can bring people together based on so many amazing positive things.
Who else did that? Hitler.
Yeah,
You're Hitler.
and cool mustache, but douchebag.
Kind of a douchebag.
To bring people together with hate. Like, come on, guys, have we not got a fucking like? All right, Aaron sounding a bit hippie now. Just chill the fuck out. Like, these are good people.
Yeah.
Stop being douchebags.
And at the end of the day-
if you're angry with yourself, please drop into the DMs and say, I challenge you to do this. Before you write a shit talk, horrible fucking comment, that these guys are douchebags. They don't know anything about real life.
DM it
But
to
they
me.
fucking do. I just DM me and say, I was just about to write this exact comment. Tell me the comment. And then I thought I'd DM it to you personally. Give me 5 minutes. Give me a conversation with you.
I'll fucking video call your ass.
Yeah, right? And that's it. He will. Naked. And
I'll have a good time on there. It's gonna go from fuck you and your stupid fucking mohawk, you 5th place fag, to like, damn, that guy's got a nice cock and shit.
yeah. That's a nice piece of meat. It was a good cock day today.
He'll be coming over to my place. We'll
So
have
I
a
have
good
fucking
time.
so many comments and laughing emojis on that story I did the other day.
Which one?
I just said, do you think it's weird that you wake up some days and you're like, damn, my cock looks good.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
some days you're like, where the fuck's my dick? Otherwise, it's just a surprise every day. Good cock days.
Oh,
There's so many like, oh yeah, you got to cherish those good dick days,
And
bro.
guys, moral of this
Anyway.
podcast today:
Just be bad.
every day
people,
needs
man.
to be a good cock day. Okay, treat every day like a good cock day.
That's why they're so angry, bro.
Maybe
That's it. We just figured it out. You're just having a bad dick day.
you,
You're having a bad dick day.
me, be more like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you comment, just go and like rub one out.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna keep this going. For the Q&A section, we're not gonna be doing Instagram posts. We'll be responding to Q&As on the previous podcast. So drop the questions, and we will go back through and really answer some tough questions, especially dick questions.
With slightly better voices and a bit more
Yeah,
energy.
bit more
'Cause
energy,
We're
'cause
dying
we're
inside
cooked.
today, so bear with us. But
We're fucking
this
cooked.
could be a really good, beneficial, very valuable podcast. Is the goal here? So
Yeah, really is.
prepare your questions, drop them in the comments. We'll go through. We'll do this properly. Like we've got this incredible studio they've built here at Strip Barbell.
Yeah.
So shout out to the team for doing this. It's really really nice, and we're going to make good use of it. And we know you all got a whole bunch of really good questions, so get them in.